This is called Powtoon, and it's a website. I don't believe it works very well as an app on the iPads, or if there is one yet, but it's really easy for students to use and has a lot of cool features. So it's basically a really cool way to create slideshows or presentations. There is a paid version as well as a free version. The difference between the two, or the free version, you don't have quite as many different choices for characters and text and all of that stuff, and you're limited on how you share. But besides that, there isn't too many differences. So a few ways you can create your Powtoon. You can start from scratch, which is basically at 0. You can have a story in mind and build your story scene by scene. Or if you need inspiration, you can choose a template, which about 90% of that is done, and then you would just go in and change it as you go. So you'd click whichever one to start. So start from scratch is the one I'm going to do just to show you some features. So this is what Powtoon looks like when you start. So it starts with just one slide. To add a slide, you just push the add slide button right here, and it's going to add a slide. You can also choose, if you click the 3 dots at the bottom, to duplicate your slide or to continue the same scene as the slide before. And then, of course, you can delete them. You can move them just by dragging and dropping and changing their order. Then between them, you can add a transition, which I'll show in a little bit. So some of the side things you can do, so these are the scenes. So if I click on some of the examples that they already have for scenes, and I'm just going to choose a random one for right now. So once I click it, then it will just start loading in the background and upload my scene. The next one is a background, which is basically the same as a scene. It's just not pre-built, it's just plain. You can upload your own background or pick a color as well. Text, you have a few different choices. Text, you can add a title. I'm just going to go to a blank one real quick. So you can add a title, you can add a subtitle, or you can add body text. So this is similar to the form you get, but then once it's actually loaded, you can change like the text and size and everything just like you would for other applications. Then the next button is for characters. So this is where the free version is more limited. Characters, some of them are just 2D characters, and then other characters you can load are 3D characters, which they like move and have facial expressions and that as well. Objects, same thing. There's some objects that you can choose that are moving, other objects are just 2D. Graphs is the next one. You can add music or sound to it. This is a new feature of media. So if you click on media, you can upload media or background videos to your Powtoon. And then the last feature is specials, which is basically just like holidays or special things you would have to find when you're creating your Powtoon. So that's just the basic information. In the next video, I'll actually show you how to create a Powtoon and how the bottom stuff down here works when you're playing it. So it's like a video slideshow.